Hello friends, and welcome to live second round action of the 2020 Live Sim Sports NCAA Tournament. I'm Bradley Stewart, and joined with me is what he was known as the East Coast Bill Walton, Jeff Stewart. Jeff, we have a great matchup tonight between San Diego State and Penn State. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I love Sacramento. I love the Golden 2 Center. I got laid this morning. It was absolutely fantastic.
I'm glad you're excited. As we see here, the starting lineups for both teams, the Nittany Lions, coming off a victory over Arizona State last outing, 1-5. It was a close one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, what a game. What an atmosphere. What a scene. We're expecting more of it tonight.
Yeah, yes we are. There we see Pat Chambers, the head coach of the Penn State team. Took them 21-10. They ended the season on a 3-game losing streak, but they're here now playing for a berth to the Sweet 16.
You are watching history unfold.
And there's the tip, the between the legs pass. It's to... God damn, I can't. The shot doesn't go in. And Fragran takes the ball up the court. It's to Mitchell inside as he backs out. Now Fegan. That's up and in, and San Diego State has the first basket on the board. It's 2-0 Aztecs. Wheeler at the top with the key. Inside to Lundy. Tries to post him up. Backs out. Floor spacing so important here in March. Lundy dribbling out. It's to Wheeler. Wheeler drives. The floater off the glass, and it's rebounded by the Aztecs, and they look to run. It swung to the corner. That's a 3. Splash Town. 5-0 San Diego State. That was Malachi Flynn, probably the best player on this Aztec team.
Nelson Mandela, Bob Dylan, Bill Russell, Thomas Edison. The light is on.
Oh, wow. Stephens has it at the wing. Penn State needs to get a little something going here in the second round. That's up and in.
Swimming upstream, all the flies, and sending one ricocheting through the rim.
And San Diego State, Fegans has at the top of the key. He's a 3-point threat. He's driving, though. His shot doesn't fall, and Penn State will have a chance to tie the game on this possession. It's inside the drive. Oh, what a move! And it's 5-4, about 2 minutes in here. I apologize for the graphic. It's wrong. Penn State's actually a 7 seed. That's a 3, and it's a brick. And Penn State can take their first lead of the night. Here's Lundy. Lundy doing a clinic on dribbling. He kicks out. That's Jones. Inside to Stephens. Stephens bodies up and give it to him.
Call him Mozart. Look at that finish.
Lamar Stephens, you see his season stats right there. He's gives Penn State the lead. Malachi Flynn says, "I'll take it right back." 7-6.
Do you see how high he got with that finish? I'm better at getting low than getting high.
Wheeler sets things up. It's the kick out to Marion Jones. He drives. Oh, the beautiful dish to Harar, and that's rattles home, 8-7.
Throw it down, Snoop Dogg.
We got a good game going, East Coast Bill Walton. Malachi Flynn. And that shot doesn't fall for Flynn. He had made his first 2 attempts, not this one, and Penn State looking to extend their lead. Inside to Stephens. Hook shot doesn't fall. San Diego State with the board. They're looking to run. Offensive board, put back up and in. 9-8 Aztecs.
Board man gets paid right there.
All right, Wheeler setting things up. Oh, the screen on the right side. He goes left, and it was wide open, but he misses the easy jump shot. Now it's Wetzel. Swings it. Oh, and it's a loose ball. Stolen by the Nittany Lions. There's weird defense there. But Penn State, again, missing shots right around the rim. You got to think, if you're going to pull an upset, you got to make those.
That's where you win games, Brad.
Fegan. doing some dancey footwork up there. Drove by Malachi Flynn. His shot's off the mark. Penn State
usually
rebound.
makes that one.
Oh, and we got our first foul of the game. That's on Shackle.
I'll tell you what, Bradley. I hate flopping. All right, come to play ball. Don't come to play the rules of human decency.
I don't know if that was a flop there, Jeff, but...
No, that's totally a flop. I know Lamar personally. That was a flop.
Well, either way, he ties up the game on the Shackle foul. Stephens makes the first free throw and have a chance to take the lead right back. 5:40 to go in the first. He misses the second one, and we have a tie ball game. First time this game's been tied since 0-0. Shackle throws it inside to Wetzel. Wetzel the pretzel bodies him, and it's in. That's a big man play right there. 11-9, 9-11. Never forget. Hetzel playing the defense. And that floater doesn't go. San Diego State looking to extend their lead. See San Diego State just owning the glass. Then, of course, as we say, at Penn State gets another rebound. Here's the drive. The floater, nope. Long miss to Harrer. And it's loose ball. It's going to be a jump ball here with 4:46 to go. What's your opinion on the NBA jump ball rule? Do you prefer the amateur collegiate rule?
Amateur collegiate rule, that is basketball, all right? I want possession is. There's no need for jumping up extra times than you need to. I mean, risking injury, ACL tears are increasingly heightened in today's game. We don't want to see more of these young superstars getting hurt because of pointless jump balls.
Interesting take. That's a long two, doesn't fall, and it's rebounded by the Nittany Lions. How did Penn State get here? Well, they beat Arizona State 78-73 in a close game the entire way.
Yeah, the Penn State's done a really good job turning this program around in recent years. And I want to give all that credit to Shane Battier. I want to hear from Shane Battier about this because of his ability to turn around Penn State. He's as great a champion as our country has ever known. That guy will, I do believe, one day be president of the United States. Thank you, Shane Battier, for who you are and what you've done and what you promise to do over the next 75 years of your life.
Yeah, that was a great testament to Shane Battier's courage and heart. I don't know how he applies to Penn State, but nonetheless, Malachi Flynn gets things going for the Aztecs. High ball screen, he rolls, it's not there. Shackle attacks the basket, but it's stolen by Lundy. What a steal. And out they go to the other way. That's, he misses a layup. That's three close.
You gotta make those.
Those are three.
You gotta make those, Brad. I'm beside myself.
Those are three easy baskets that the Nittany Lions have missed in the first 7 minutes. That's a three, won't go. He was open for that one too. And here comes Fegan now for the Aztecs. You got to think San Diego State wishes this lead was larger as Flynn doesn't get that shot to fall because Penn State's missing opportunities and San Diego State's just frankly not taking advantage of it. Only up two despite all the missed opportunities that the Nittany Lions.
Tell you what, if you're Penn State, this excites you because you know you got several missed opportunities, but you know you're right there. But that also can frustrate you quite a bit because you know you've just missed several close opportunities.
Yes, and Fegan picks up his first foul of the game. It's San Diego State's second as to the free throw line, the Nittany Lions go trying to tie this game up.
And boom goes it.
And he misses it. This game is brought to you by Gatorade. What else can I say? It's better than Powerade. All right.
Have you done a personal taste test on that, Brad?
I have.
I'm interested to see results.
Wheeler misses both free throws. So this has been a trend of the game so far, Jeff. Missed baskets and 1 for 4 from the free throw line.
You like the Aztecs still haven't scored.
What a shot! That? I mean, this is
Stop it! Why would you do that?
You're talking about. All right, Wheeler sets things up here. You think Penn State frustrated? They haven't been able to do anything. San Diego State hasn't been able to do anything. But it's not for a lack of effort from the Nittany Lions. As that floater can't fall. They've had a number of good opportunities. fast breaks. They've been to the free throw line 4 times. They just haven't executed. I think it's just mind games at this point. All right. Pullum pulls this mid-ranger. That shot rattles out. And it's a 2 minutes to go. It's a 2-point game. That's a 3, and that's a brick. See the rebounding pretty much even. As Pullum drives the kick out. As he springs things up. San Diego State. I mean, this game has been, 11-9 for a long time. Probably the past 4 minutes. Loose ball. Aztecs have it in the corner. They pull up the mid-range as shot clock expires, and we're going to have a first shot clock violation of the game. Penn State ball.
This is poor basketball. I mean, this is just organized keep away at this point. I mean, give me a break. This is supposed to be the NCAA tournament. We're watching children play.
It has the intensity, it has the feel of an NCAA tournament game, but it looks like a mid-November game, if I'm going to be honest.
I'll go even before that. This looks like a scrimmage exhibition game.
Brockington has it at the top of the key. It looks like a screen was going to be set, but they back off, and now the screen goes. He's going to roll to the basket, has an easy one, and they miss it. That's 4 shots right around the rim. No foul, they just missed.
Are you a math major in North Carolina doing all that counting?
Sure, I am. Pull him to Mitchell. And he almost loses balancing. Steal. Penn State has had a number of steals in this game, but they won't take advantage of the numbers. Brockington drives the kick out to Wheeler. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's Watkins at the top of the key. The swing to Stephens. He's going to take his man. And the floater doesn't fall. I'm, again, not surprised. It was actually a tough shot. It would have been a nice basket.
You're getting paid to make these tough shots.
No, they're not. No, they're not, Josh.
Did I just let the cat out of the bag there? My bad.
The pressure on Wetzel. He dishes it, and he drives, and he finally have a basket of what felt like 6 minutes of no scoring. San Diego State.
Tell you what, I could have gone out and got popcorn and not missed the bucket there.
We probably could have. East Coast Bill. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2. Stephens going to pull up from the logo and doesn't miss. Penn State on a large scoring drought. We'll be back as we reach the TV timeout halfway through the first half.
And that message brought to you by the Penn State Youth Football Camp. Great hands-on experience for your youngsters. I know I had an interesting time there when I was a kid.
Yeah. As we start the 10-minute mark, the final 10 minutes of the first half, the 2-seeded San Diego State Aztecs having a 4-point advantage over the 7-seeded Penn State and Nittany Lions. That's a 3 for Pullum. Doesn't fall. Both teams having very poor shooting nights. That floater can't go.
Did you read Kareem's Time magazine piece on Beyonce and Kanye? It was excellent.
No, I can't say I did.
Well, you should check it out. You know what Google is, right?
I do. There's an air up. That's a deep 3, and he knocks it down.
Stop it. Why would you do him like that?
16-9. 9 minutes to go. There's Stephens. That's a 3. Penn State's drought continues as San Diego State looks to run. They have numbers. That's up. No foul called. A putback by Wetzel. There we have a foul called. It's on Lamar Stephens. It's his first. It's Penn State's first foul of the game, so they're not going to be in foul trouble towards the end.
I'll tell you what, though. This is the biggest difference between my game of basketball and that game of basketball. That was not a foul back when I played.
Annie Wetzel. For 2, he makes
Is that
the
his
first.
real name? Is that his real name, Brad?
Yes.
He must have got bullied a lot.
17-9.
Wetzel.
He makes the first free throw. Extends the lead to 8. 8:52 to remaining Wetzel and Stephens with the rebound. Lamar Stephens starts to push but holds it back. What does Penn State have to do to get back in this basketball game?
They gotta take what's being given to them. I mean, they're missing so many shots within the 5 feet of the paint. Look at this three.
Lamar Stephens, that three rattles out. It's like they're just ice cold, and that's because they are. Doesn't help when you're being out-rebounded by that much. And it's stolen.
Turnovers.
Turnovers are killer. Oh, what a move.
Wow.
And
Put him in the Hall of Fame today after you give him a contract extension. If you love San Diego State, and I'm falling in love with San Diego State by the breath.
San Diego State up by 10. But again, they're up by 10, but this game remains close in the feel because Penn State has been missing a lot of opportunities. That's a deep three. And they finally get one to fall. 19 to 12.
Players make big time plays. That's what you saw right there.
Is this Penn State's chance to make a run? At the Aztecs, the drive, the floater. Not good. Penn State rebound.
Big chance here. They need points.
Oh, bang! That's basketball, baby. 19-14. And we're on Penn State on a 5-0 run here in the last 30 seconds to cut the lead to 5. Wetzel scores the last point for the Aztecs. Giving him space, letting him go to work. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Forces up a shot, and it doesn't fall. Penn State can cut it to a one-possession game. It's Brockington. He drives, and he's fouled by Mitchell. We're going to call a foul on Mitchell there as Penn State has a chance to cut it to a single-possession game. The first free throw is good. Now it's time we bring in our sponsor of the game, and that is Coca-Cola. Drink fresh. See what I did there with the subway? No. Second free throw, cut it to a one-possession game. Brockington, that's money.
This is what we love about March, baby.
San Diego State, the 2 seed, and playing in Sacramento. They went 30-2 on the year. They were the last remaining undefeated in college basketball. That I remember. That three doesn't fall. The putback by Wetzel not in, but he's going to the free throw line. San Diego State was 30-2. Were in hopes of a 1 seed, carried by Malachi Flynn largely. They lost in the conference championship game to Utah State, one of the few conference tournaments got played in its entirety. And Sam Merrill and the Utah State were able to upset the Aztecs, as you see Wetzel's first free throw fall.
It looks like that's what kept San Diego State off that one line. But it was overall the lack of dominance by a select few teams that we normally see year to year in college basketball that let San Diego State be up there with a weak conference schedule. Similar to Dayton this year.
No, the Mountain West, not, a top mid-major, but not a bottom mid-major. They are a solid mid-major.
It's not like the MAC, but it's a lot better than the Patriots or the ACC for some.
You would say that, you Miami, Ohio grad. All right, fast break, stolen. They're going really fast. They're playing this game really fast, and I don't know if that's their best strategy for the Aztecs.
Trying to push this lead when your game plan's been working. Let Penn State make the mistakes, and you make simple moves to the basket. That's what they got to do.
Lundy inside to Jones. Pass to Jones. That mid-ranger falls. 21-18, under 6 minutes to go here in the half. The Nittany Lions.
I said to the man.
The drive by Shackle. The Nittany Lions playing good basketball. They're now on a fast break. That floater not gonna fall, but they get the foul. It's on Fegan, It's his second, and Penn State has a chance to cut it to a 1-point game.
Look at the first part of this half. You're looking at guys that are looking a little too tentative to be playing in the NCAA tournament. But right now, it's getting a little more choppy. This is the type of basketball fans will love to watch.
Penn State on a 9-2 run here to cut the lead to 3. Make it 10-2. As it's now a 2-point game. You see the free throws. Penn State, they started 1 for 4. Have made their last 3, and it's made a difference on the scoreboard.
Free throws make a huge difference. Remember back to our playing days, missing key free throws are making them win or loss games, but the ones now are worth just as much as the ones at the end.
It's true.
You know from experience.
Yes. Fegan at the top of the key. The screen's set. He's driving, and there's a foul called.
That
on
is
Watkins.
atrocious.
I don't know if it was a foul as much as it was he just lost control, but either way, San Diego State ball.
You don't want the Zebras to take control of this game. Let the players play.
Wetzel.
Oh, heavy
What
step
a
back.
move. Gets
Where's
his own
Owen?
miss, and he misses it. Wetzel going to the free throw line. He's been a constant theme at the stripe tonight. 21-20, trying to extend this Aztec lead in the final 5 minutes of the first half. San Diego State crushing Little Rock. It really controlled that game from start to finish in the opening round of this tournament. As you see Wetzel make the first free throw.
It's what you would expect from a 2 seed, but we've seen year after year some 2 seeds slack off and don't take the 15s as seriously. San Diego State obviously did not do that. Great coaching by their coach.
Especially this year, we've seen some 1 seeds, some 2 seeds really struggle early on in the game. And San Diego State seemingly didn't have that issue. But they're struggling right now. We've already seen some 2 seeds and 1 seeds, really, the 2 seed Florida State fall. Was a big one. I mean, I'm not really supposed to fill out a bracket as a commentator, but I had Florida State in my Final 4.
Florida State lost?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that one.
Baylor was took to overtime. As we have a tie game here. So this March Madness really lives up to the name, even though it's not March. Call it what you want. This is April.
Oh!
Drops the anchor as the Penn State on a 15-3 run in the last 3.5 minutes, and San Diego State calls a timeout.
Better call it. Today, May the 3rd, we remember what would have been the 1406th birthday of Constantine III. Constantine III, we miss you. We're living on for you. Moment of silence. Thank you.
All right, and we're back. Penn State with their first lead in a long time. They have a chance to extend it. So swing to Jones. That's a 3. Doesn't fall. Penn State, remember, they started really slow, and they really stormed back to take this lead. I'm thinking Utah State. Malachi Flynn really hasn't made that big of a difference. It's been Wetzel primarily, I've noticed, and Shackle for the Aztecs.
If San Diego State doesn't score here, this could get away from them
Which
quickly.
they don't. Penn State, really the roles are reversed. Penn State's been starting to do stuff offensively while San Diego State have been missing, frankly, opportunities to tie this game and take the lead at times. Oh, that looked like travel to me. Shackle gets called for his second, and Penn State will go to the line. It's John Harrar. Apologize if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. He makes the first. 25-22, Nittany Lions.
San Diego State's got home field here. I mean, in their home state of California, Penn State have to travel cross country.
Yeah, it's definitely
And you look
easier.
Look at the contingent. I mean, look at the stands. I mean, this is a San Diego State home game.
It's definitely easier, but when you take into the fact that the jet lag would have they would have recovered from. It's really not that big of a deal for second round games. But you're right in thinking that. Shackle, his shot rims out. That's a shot he needs to make.
Don't downplay me. I played in these games, man.
No, you didn't. There's Lundy inside, and it's a 6-point Penn State lead. So you saw San Diego State open the lead to a 10-point game. Penn State now opening up this game to a 6-point game in their advantage. Really a back-and-forth game.
Congrats for watching.
A back-and-forth game, but in its entirety. We're talking large swings going both ways. A missed layup. This is something we saw from Penn State in the first quarter, isn't it, Jeff?
Look at that speed. That's
the putback. And San Diego State's going to need a timeout. Penn State on a tear. They're on a 21-3 run by the Nittany Lions. We'll be right back.
Don't downplay me, man. Don't. So you want to get some meatballs after this? Grabbing some meatballs.
Dude, your mic's on still.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, well, we're having too much fun. As are the fans, I'm sure, at home, listening to what we call the East Coast Bill Walton because of his stupidity, but also his funniness.
It's not stupid, it's true. Look at that speed. That's the epitome
That's Malachi Flynn.
of Usain Bolt right there.
Malachi Flynn.
He's back. He's done.
He's fouled. Holding his back. I think he'll be fine. San Diego State in the bonus.
San Diego State's got to get to the free throw line more. Penn State's been already 10 times. I hope they do.
Malachi Flynn's first free throw falls. 30-23 here. Just over 2 minutes to play in the first half. You like the name Malachi, Jeff?
I'll tell you what, that's a man's name, Malachi. Not Trevor, not Brad, not Ryan. Malachi. Put it up there with Griffin as one of the top names I've ever heard.
Yes. Talking about your nephew?
Yeah, he broke his face the other day falling. He tripped over a basketball. I don't think.
Oh! Bang!
I think that we need to come out for the second half. I think this one's over.
You think?
I know.
You're really not supposed to prognosticate because you're commentating on the game, but okay. That's a deep three. The answer can't go, but the putback. Wow, Wetzel is having himself a day. He already is in 10 points, 14 rebounds already. He is a double-double, and we're not even done with the first half yet. I mean, talk about an impact. Jones to Lundy. Self-defense. Swung inside to Jones. That's easy. That's easy as 1, 2, 3. 9-point Nittany Lion advantage.
You know what the difference here is? They're making those inside shots that they weren't making before. This could easily be a 20-point lead if they did it before.
Fegan, he gets that shot to fall. 7-point advantage now for the Nittany Lions. KJ Fegan. You had a friend in college named Fegan.
Yeah, we called him Feegs. Great guy.
Anyone in that lineage is probably a nice person. Under 40 seconds to go.
You just assuming that because of his name?
And San Diego State trying to cut into this lead before half. The drive. That's to Wetzel having himself a game. Gets another board. Puts that up. And that's a 12 points, 15 rebound first half performance. And it's not even finished.
It's a lot easier when you get 2 shots at him instead of one. Penn State's got to stop giving up so many offensive rebounds.
He's looking like he's Yao Ming out there. That floater, I don't know why he stopped. Doesn't matter. 7-point lead, and San Diego State will get the last shot here. They're speeding up. That's Malachi Flynn. Fancy footwork with 5. A rope. As time expires, doesn't fall. That was a rebound by Wetzel. It won't count in the stat sheet. As the first half draws to a close, the Nittany Lions with a 7-point advantage on the Aztecs.
All right,
We'll be right back.
I'm getting a hot dog. You want one?
Yeah, I'll take one with mustard, please. And we are back here for the second half of our Second round action. San Diego State will get the ball first. Penn State with a 7-point advantage on the 2-seeded Aztecs. Jeff, what have you seen here by the Nittany Lions?
Well, have you ever seen a Nittany line in an Aztec fight? Okay, the Aztecs going to start off strong, throwing spears and stuff at the Nittany line. Nittany line going to be patient, hold back. Then it's going to attack, prounce, growl all over them. And that's what you're seeing right here. Penn State start off slow, let San Diego State attack, then attack them. And that's what you're seeing. Nittany Lions are unstoppable in the field. I'll tell you what, I don't want to fight one.
It's a really good metaphor for the first half, actually. By our in-studio East Coast, Bill Walton. Yanni Wetzel, he had himself a first half, see if he can pick up. I mean, he's going to the free throw line again. He's on fire.
Literally.
Literally. As he's going to try and cut into this Penn State lead. He misses the first free throw. Free throws, man, they're so important, right?
Free throws make the difference between winning and losing. I mean, you make the ones you miss, other team misses some more. Huge differential on points. I know from my days, I know you know from last second free throws how important they are.
Yeah, free throws are important no matter when or where. They can literally make plays, 3-point plays. All right, 6-point game. Penn State here as the second half hasn't really gotten underway. It's been disrupted by a lot of whistles so far, but Lundy has it inside for the Nittany Lions. Fancy footwork. Wheeler. Screened.
I want to see him pull that.
Oh, you asked for it, and didn't cost the Nittany Lions anything. They got the putback.
The big man.
There's Harar. Driving, and the foul's called. That's on Malachi Flynn. It's his first. Malachi Flynn carrying the San Diego State team to this point, but he's really struggled tonight.
I mean, that's what you need in these big moments. You need players that step up when your normal superstars aren't playing as great as they normally do, and that's what you're seeing from the tall man.
Wetzel?
Yeah, Pretzel. These pretzels are making me thirsty.
First free throw is bricked as we bring a shout out to our sponsor tonight, Margaritaville. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Sit back, have a drink, and enjoy the rest of this ball game. I have a feeling it's going to be a good one.
Tell you what, I've had 2 already.
Clearly. Our second one falls 38-31. East Coast Bill Walton, Bradley Stewart here, bringing you live play-by-play color commentary of this second round action. Here's Fegan at the top. As we said before, a really nice guy. We talked to him before the game. Super nice dude. Can't emphasize that enough. The screen and drive by Feegs. That's up and not in. That basket just... San Diego State can't get anything close to fall unless it's Wetzel. There's Stephens. Lamar Stephens. Harar.
Just tested it out. I cannot fit my whole hand in my mouth. Brad can confirm that.
I really wish I could not confirm that, but I have to as a journalist. John Harar, plus 11 when he's on the floor of the Nittany Lions, and it's made a big difference. That's an awkward shot, doesn't fall. Penn State with the rebound, and they're looking to run. Didn't have the numbers, so they pulled back. Here's Lundy. Swings to Lamar Stephens. To Wheeler.
Oh, okay.
Inside. That's awkward, doesn't fall. Rebound. Aztecs.
That's how you teach your defense right there. Stand up, big, strong, like an oak tree.
Where's San Diego State's other player? There we go. Trouble getting back. Did Malachi Flynn. There's Mitchell inside. Doesn't fall. A number of close shots missing for the Aztecs.
Refs letting them play.
Oh, another alley-oop. What a shot. Lamar Stephens with authority. Largest lead of the night for Penn State. Fegan. With his fancy footwork. He's driving and finishing. Finally get that basket to fall. You look at the field goal percentage. 39% for Penn State. Not great, but when your opponent's only shooting 29%, it is significant.
Astronomical.
Yes, Marion Jones has it at the wing. He swings it to Lundy. Pulls up for three. Hand in his face, doesn't fall. Rebounded by Wetzel. Malachi Flynn. He drives. Pulls back. Fegan. He is at the wing. The left wing, inside to Wetzel. Wetzel's name has been a bit quiet here in the second half. Fade away. Shot clock rings. Doesn't fall. Penn State runs. He drives. He had him beat. Didn't do anything. As you see Wetzel's stats for the night, 13 and 17 for the big guy. Now Flynn with the rebound. He swings it for three. That shot doesn't fall. Both teams kind of going cold. Hopefully it's not a minutes, like 7-minute long scoring drought like we saw in the first half.
I don't know if I could do another one of those. Yeah, I could do another line.
Lamar Stephens. He has space. Pulls up mid-range long. Two. Doesn't fall. Rebounded by the Aztecs. Lamar Stephens shooting 33% from the floor tonight, worth 9 points. The drive. Fegan to Flynn. Contemplates a pass. Shoots the three. Misses. And the offensive board gives them another possession. Offensive rebounds, I'll tell you what, are so key in basketball games. That's a deep three, almost makes it. His shot clock was running down. He had to force something. That was bad offense by the Aztecs. Now Wheeler dishes to Harar. The driving shot does not fall.
Another rebound for Praxel.
Wetzel. That's a pull-up three from Mitchell, and he makes it. Timeout Penn State. 42-35. Do we have something brewing here in Sacramento? Call your friends. There's an upset a brewing. There's a storm a coming, and it's not a hurricane because it's on the West Coast. We'll be right back.
Oh, yeah. Don't say stupid shit like that.
And we're back. The alley-oop stolen by Wetzel. Well, what a game for Wetzel. Yanni Wetzel. Now he has the ball. He pulls back. They're giving him space. He's not a great shooter, but boy, can he finish at the rim. There's Pulliam. He pulls it, bricks it. Rebound by Penn State.
San Diego State's made all year, and now they're not. What is going wrong?
Penn State trying to extend this lead, put this game out of reach as San Diego State continues their cold streak. Stevens' shot does not fall. San Diego State, they have the door open, but it's like they're just not going through it. They see it, but they're just not executing. Wetzel bodying his man, turn around, his shot doesn't fall. He was on in the first half, not in the second half. It's been the same story for these first 7 minutes.
As a big man, you hate when that happens, when you're playing hot, and you gotta go to the locker room for 20 minutes. I think we're starting the same thing happen with Wetzel. He's gotta get the heat back up if he wants to get his team back in it.
Now Dredd takes him to the rack and finishes. You see San Diego State shooting 18% in the second half.
But the momentum is not that. You can definitely feel some momentum in this building.
Wetzel, his shots, I don't know if that was blocked. It was. It's going to be San Diego State ball. Shot clock does not reset. We have 8 seconds as we have a substitution. Brockington comes out and Lundy comes in as Dredd moves to the 2. Get the ball inbounded. That's Wetzel. Shackle, that's a 3. And he rattles it home. 44-38, and just like that, it's a 2-possession game. Penn State, they need a basket. Out at the top of the key, it's Dredd. To Jones Jr. The press defense, throwing it inside. And Wetzel fouls. It's his first, but Penn State will go to the free throw line to try and largen this lead. First free throw is good. And now we would like to take a moment to recognize one of, if not the most important sponsor of this game, Band-Aid. Make sure you use Band-Aid so you don't get infected in wounds. It's a scary sight. Please use Band-Aids. I'm serious.
Or be a man and not be a wussy and let it bleed out.
You can't say that on air, okay? They're paying us.
I'm not a liberal. All right, I'm not gonna.
Pulliam, he drives. And the putback by Wetzel. 46-40.
I'll tell you what, man,
Dread.
I love March Madness. There's no way a virus or anything could shut down this March Madness for a year. I don't think we'll ever see it in our lifetimes.
How about some May Madness, Jeff? Or should I say East Coast Bill Walton? Jones, with his back to the basket, swings it to Dredd. He pulls it for 3, bricks it. Rebound Wetzel. And San Diego State looks to go.
That's the shot they wanted there off that side.
And we have a foul. It's on Myrion Jones. And it will be Aztec ball. Momentum all in on the Aztecs right now. In this building, there's this buzz. Wetzel has it in the corner to Selka. Selka to Pulliam. Pulliam, fancy footwork. And his shot doesn't fall. Wetzel tips it, but doesn't secure the rebound, and Lundy looks to go. Inside to Stephens. Lamar Stephens makes it, extends the lead to 8, and San Diego State wants a timeout.
Every time it looks like San Diego State's closing this gap, Penn State grows it back up to 8 or 9.
We'll be right back.
What else do I miss?
And we are back. 1:15 to go in the third quarter as Selko has it. Swings it. That's Pulliam. He drives. The kick out. That's a long 2, but he gets it to fall. Cuts the lead to 6. The San Diego State averaging. They're a very good offensive team. They've struggled tonight. Both teams have struggled mightily at getting the ball in the hole. Here's Dredd with the team on the back so far in this second half. That's Lamar Stephens. Deep 3, knocks it down. Lamar Stephens, I'll tell you what, he's made a heck of a difference for this Nittany Lions team.
Yeah, he's a baller. He's a stone-cold baller.
It's the drive by Pulliam. Shot doesn't fall. Rebound Penn State. They look to go. 20 seconds ago in the third quarter. It's Dredd, has it at the logo. Swings it to Lundy. Jones for 3. Rattles in and out. San Diego State will get the last shot with 4, 3. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. That is devastating for San Diego
That's a
State.
momentum killer. I don't think there's any way Penn State could blow this lead.
And we reach the TV timeout, whatever you want to call it. Halfway through the second half, Penn State pulling away. And we are back as we present to you State Farm's assist of the game. See here, this alley-oop. Penn State's had quite a few of those in this game.
That may be the greatest thing the Flint Tropics ever gave to the game of basketball. The invention of the alley-oop.
I actually would agree with you there, East Coast Bill Walton.
Yeah, we got him to agree with one thing.
All right. Penn State up by 9. I'm Bradley Stewart, joined with Jeff, East Coast Bill Walton Stewart, bringing you live coverage of the second round action between 2-seeded San Diego State and 7th-seeded Penn State. Again, the graphic is wrong. Penn State is a 7 seed. We apologize. Mid-range jumper doesn't fall. Rebound by Wetzel. As they try and make a late rally here to keep their hopes alive. This is probably the best San Diego State team since the Kawhi Leonard team. Oh, and we have an and one. Oh, what a shot. Was that Wetzel? It was. Wetzel's having a heck of a game. It's kind of slowed down, Yanni has in the second half, but it's not his fault if they lose this game. But like I was saying, Jeff, the San Diego State team is probably the best team since that 2011 one that lost to Kemba Walker in the NCAA tournament. That team was led by Kawhi Leonard.
These are the chances these players have to make their names known to NBA scouts and fans. Live, primetime basketball. They don't see it too much coming from a smaller conference. This is their shots to get their names out.
And Wetzel's definitely doing that tonight. Had a double-double in the first half. Penn State brings the lead back to 8 with just over 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Low-scoring game. Both these teams, we thought were going to put up points. They haven't. That's a 3, and that will fall. 53-48. So do we have a little rally going here? Wheeler at the point for the Nittany Lions. He swings it to Jones. Jones drives. Inside. That shot doesn't fall. San Diego State has a chance to cut it to a one-possession game. It's Mitchell. He's driving. And he's fouled. That's Watkins. That's his second.
They need to go to the monitor and look for that one. That one looked flagrant.
Matt Mitchell, you see a drive here. And it's a physical block. He'll get 2 and a chance to make it a 3-point game if he makes both of them. But both teams have struggled at the charity strike tonight. And I gotta say, at the University of Alabama, I see a lot of missed free throws, and it's disheartening. And we've lost a lot of games, and it would be really disappointing to lose a game in the NCAA tournament because of missed free throws. Regardless, he makes one here. Has a chance to make it a 3-point game as Watkins leaves for Harar.
But imagine missing a free throw with 1 second left and losing. And you can't do anything about it besides watch. That's disheartening.
Matt Mitchell's second shot falls, and just like that, we have a 53-50 ball game. 8.5 to go. This could be an instant classic. Wheeler to Dredd. Thought about the 3, holds back. Now Jones. The top of the key. The pressure D. The drive. And it's stolen. Here come the Aztecs. A 3-point will tie this game. Fegan. Dribbling the air out of the ball. Shackle. He can shoot it. 5 seconds ago. They get inside to Wetzel. It's to Shackle. Look at this setup. Oh! Rebound by Wetzel. Who would have thought? Oh, and a miss. Wetzel's gotten a lot of offensive board, but he's missed a few putbacks.
That ball seems extra bouncy than normal, and that might be what's causing so many near misses.
You see the scoring leaders, Yanni Wetzel and Lamar Stephens, both really putting the team on their back. And we have a foul called. That's on Jones, Ryan Jones. That's his 4th. He's in foul trouble here. It's Fegan, as you see, really doing a good job of attacking the hoop tonight.
Drawing fouls, going to the line. That's what's going to give them a chance to get back in this game and ultimately pull off one of the all-time comebacks in college basketball history.
San Diego State, if you just joining us, had a 10-point lead, 19-9, late in the first quarter, and Penn State went on a 21-3 run in the second quarter to really just take control of this game in San Diego State. Slowly staying in it and battling back. Now makes it a 3-point game.
This is all heart from these kids. They know that's for these seniors. Maybe the last time they ever slide on that uniform. They don't want it to be in vain here.
7:20 to go. Dredd at the top of the key. The screen set. He drives. The kick to Harar. Put back. No. Yanni Wetzel with the board. And here come the Aztecs. A 3-point. Again, will give them a tie game. Do you go for a 3 or do you go for a 2 here?
I think you can go with what's working. Now shooting that 3 right there.
And he makes it. Tie game. 55.
Way go.
Whoa.
Those are big people's heads.
That was a great shot by our producer. Wow. 55-55. Wheeler. Swings it. Now Harar. It's the first time we've been tied in what seems like eternity.
Press deep.
Poke check. This is Jones. Tight D. 1 on the shot clock. Forces up a 3. Doesn't fall, but a Lamar Stephens offensive rebound. That's huge. The kick out. This is Wheeler.
Should have shot that.
He's not the greatest 3-point shooter, but he was open. Now he pulls up for a deep 2. In and out. Rebound Wetzel. And here comes Malachi Flynn. I have not said his name in a while, and that seems a bit off for Aztecs game. But San Diego State takes the lead, and Penn State takes a timeout.
Big time players make big time plays. That's what Malachi Flynn is. You see that pass? He knows he's not playing that well. Drive and dish. That's what Jordan did, and that's what Malachi Flynn is doing.
We'll be right back. Did you just compare Malachi Flynn to Michael Jordan?
Yes, I did, because he's the next Michael Jordan.
That's a bold take.
Maybe he'll go 6-1. Yeah, I'll go 6-2.
And we are back, 57-55, San Diego State, on a long but thorough journey to retake the lead. Penn State has the ball after this timeout. What do you look to do here if you're Nittany Lions?
Get to the hoop. I mean, score a basket, regain this lead, get some momentum for your fans.
Jones drives to Dredd, who gets fouled on the shot. That's Shackle. That's his third. And Dredd will go to the free throw line. Miles Dredd.
Tell you what, the Aztecs dread him. He is a beast.
He's taken over when needed here in the second half to push the Nittany Lions lead to more points. He has a chance to tie the game here. Penn State has not played from behind since, again, early in the game. You'll wonder if that fatigue might catch up to him.
Tell you what, if you're at coach, you tell him you've been in this spot before, you can do it again. If you don't tell him that, there's no way you come back. I mean, these kids, I was in their shoes. You know, you just blew a huge lead. You can't let that get to your head. The coach's job. This is all on the coach at this point. The best coach will win this game.
5:48 to go. We have a tie basketball game. We're in for a heck of a finish. Call your friends, tell your friends. There's something brewing in Sacramento, and you're going to want to tune in. Again, Brad Stewart and Jeff Stewart, as we see Fegan takes it to the rack and lay it in for a 2-point Aztec lead.
Penn State, I think their coach is going to want to spread the ball around. We know Penn State's coaches like to spread balls around.
With the steal, San Diego State is Shackle inside to Wetzel with a nice move and a finish. 61-57, 5:15 to go here in the fourth quarter.
This is where the Aztecs pull away. This is what we see every year at the IC. It's close games until we get around to this 5-minute mark and we slowly pull away. This is what we're going to see again once again.
Or Lamar Stephens say no. He misses the shot there. San Diego State can really break this game wide open. Inside, it's Matt Mitchell just bodying him inside, but misses, and a really good board by Lamar Stephens. Wheeler. There's not a lot of movement on the offensive end for the Nittany Lions lately. It's Dredd. A lot of errant running around leads to a Dredd 3, which he splashes. 61-60. with 4:20 to go in the game.
I don't know why Penn State's not going back to that motion screen stuff that they've been running the whole first half.
Now it's Shackle. Ooh, a nice finger lay-in. And you see San Diego State really starting to shoot a lot better here in the second half. 12 for 29, which isn't great, but again, a big-time improvement. Lamar Stephens, screen set. He takes it to the rack and gets fouled. Can't finish. Fouling Wetzel's. It's his second. Free throws, again, we mentioned it earlier. Both teams struggled, but slowly but surely, they've really been coming up clutch when needed.
Yeah, I mean, we were really railing on all these kids, but they're really coming up clutch. They're not missing that many free throws. And it's going to be as important as ever to make these free throws unless they want to spend the rest of the tournament at home crying to their moms about why they didn't make free throws. Or fathers.
Stevens' first free throw bricks, 63-60. As we see Dredd check out for Lundy.
And Dredd's coming out for a minute or two, so that when the game's on the line, he's on his prime.
Lamar Stephens, really the best player on this Penn State team. He's looking pretty fatigued out there as he misses both free throws. You can't do that. Matt Mitchell at the top of the key to Shackle. San Diego State trying to put this game away. That mid-range, not really mid-range, but a tough shot by Matt Mitchell falls with 3:30 to go, 65-60. It's Jones to Lundy, who drives and can finish. Rebound, Aztecs.
When these coaches watch this tape, they're going to circle how many times they missed inside the paint, and it's going to be a lot.
And the finish at the rim, that was beautiful by KJ Fegan. He has 17.
So that's why he's playing for San Diego State, not Penn State, because he makes those shots in the paint.
Wheeler now, they need to score here, otherwise San Diego State really put this game away. They had an open three in the corner, and it's a miss by Harar. A story early and a story late for the Nittany Lions. Missed easy opportunities. Now it's Fegan to Malachi Flynn, who drives and draws a foul. He's going to the free throw line. 67-60.
They can really put the game away here if he makes these free throws. 69 points. Yes.
The 2:38 to go. Malachi Flynn misses the first free throw. We'll have another one as we see a substitution. Harar checks out for Penn State. For Watkins, Harar is really fatigued out there, which is what one would expect when you've played nearly the full game. See who can hang with the rest of them. Flynn, second free throw falls, 68-60, 2:38 to go. Lamar Stephens brings the ball up for a Penn State turn. We'll be right back. You're watching Live Sim Sports coverage of the 2020 Live Sim Sports NCAA tournament.
Yo, can I get some nachos down here, huh? Game's almost over. I want some nachos.
Again, you gotta turn your microphone off when you talk.
Oh, shoot. Give me 2 Gatorades, too. Oh, wait. No, Dr. Pepper. Not a Gatorade.
And we're back as we see the player of the game, and I don't think there's any doubt who it is. Yanni Wetzel. He's having himself a night. He had a double-double in the first half. I mean, he had 12 and 15 in the first half. Not just double-double. 12 and 15. And has only added to it here in the second half.
This kid is the reason San Diego State's so far ahead in this game, and the reason, if they end up winning, he's the reason they won.
Penn State has 2:34 to make some May magic happen here on May 3rd.
It's the 3rd. Earl Woods passed away a few years ago. I remember, man, he gave birth to the second greatest golfer of all time.
I think Tiger Woods is the best golfer of all time.
Well, there's a reason you're announcing basketball, not golf, Brad.
A put back good makes it 68-62 with just over 2 minutes to go. Fegan. Oh, he had a lane but didn't take it. Now he drives, dishes to Wetzel, whose shot is blocked by Watkins. Not just blocked, swallowed. He just grabbed that out of midair. That was awesome. Wheeler dribbling the air out of the basketball to Watkins. Forces up a shot, won't fall. Wetzel with the defensive rebound.
You can just put me here. Gotcha. Suit yourself.
Fegan, his three won't fall. And here comes Lamar Stephens. Stephens is fatigued, but he's the best player. Under 90 seconds to go here in the second half. Maybe the ball game. Putback by Watkins. Not the putback, sorry. The dish by Stephens to Watkins leads to 2, and it's the lead down to 4. Malachi Flynn, the spin move. And the mid-range shot falls for Malachi Flynn.
Jordan-esque right there.
70-64, San Diego State lead. 70 seconds to go. Lamar Stephens, screen set, he drives and can't finish at the rim. Story of the night for Penn State.
Hold this ball out.
Fegan, he attacks and draws a foul. Can't get the shot to fall, but he's going to the charity strike to shoot 2. As Lamar Stephens is starting to realize that his season is about 51.4 seconds away.
Penn State had a great year. Gave San Diego State all they had. It looks like they're going to come up just a little bit short here. Assuming San Diego State can hold on.
I mean, this Penn State team, we're talking about, before this year, can you name the last time Penn State was in the tournament?
I'll be honest, I didn't even know Penn State had a basketball team before this year.
Penn State is all football, and when James Franklin came, again, all football, but
Sandusky,
slowly but surely, Penn State, are they turning in a basketball program? I know Ohio State really beats them up when it comes to football, but
we'll have to wait and see on that one, Brad. They're a 7 seed this year. A 7 seed's close to an 8 seed, which is close to a 16 seed. So, I won't say they're
Penn State
yet.
Started really strong on the year. Some prognosticators, such as Joe Lenardi, had them up to a 4 or 3 at one point. And they showed really good effort. This is definitely a Sweet 16 team that just had a bad draw and had a number of bad breaks. Harar's shot doesn't fall, and loose ball foul. Yeah, that's right. They called on Stephens pushing the back, and now the mass substitution comes in as Penn State's dreams of the Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4 are over.
Tell you what, Penn State's going to watch this film. They're going to see all they did wrong, all the shots they missed inside the paint. They're going to have to use that as motivation for next year to solidify themselves as a tournament team, not a bubble team, a team that can go make a run.
As Pulliam will dribble the clock out on a 72-64 second round victory for the San Diego State Aztecs. They weren't dominant, they weren't close to it from start to finish, but they were the better team. Penn State really struggled close to the rim at the beginning and end, and San Diego State will move on to the Sweet 16. We thank you all for tuning in and watching Live Sim Sports coverage of the 2020 NCAA Tournament. I'm Bradley Stewart, and for Jeff Stewart, East Coast Bill Walton, I would like to thank you all. Godspeed, and you are in our prayers.
Brad, I'd like to apologize on behalf of the human race for destroying your broadcast. And I have. I hope I didn't ruin your career, but I think I already let that bus pass the station. So,
thank you, Jeff. Thank you.